Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the campus of Utah Valley University in the Rebecca Lockhart Arena. This is Sam Allen and Chasen Tolbert checking in for Utah Valley University Wrestling tonight. The Wolverines take on the Bears of Northern Colorado. Good matchup coming up tonight, Chasen. It's senior night. It's also Valentine's Day, so this is I always say, this is where you see where the real wrestlers' hearts lie, because you got some wrestlers here brought their wives along on Valentine's night, and you got a good wrestling family, right?
Yeah, the crowd's full of very supportive wives of wrestling fans and wrestlers alike, so we'll see how it goes as our seniors take the mat this evening.
We will we'll give a little bio on some of these guys as we announce them tonight. We got, I believe, well, let me double check. We got five seniors going to be graduating. Four, three of which are from right here in Utah, Maple Mountain High School, Mapleton, Utah. Really proud of these guys. First up tonight is our 149-pound wrestler, Landon Knutson, again coming from Maple Mountain High School, state champion. In and out of our lineup his entire career here, really was a great addition to our UVU wrestling team. We had a number of our team the last few years has all come from right here in Utah Valley, Maple Mountain High School. Landon's joined by his parents, Eric and Melissa, his wife Paige. We're grateful for him being a part of this program.
Up next, we have a 65-pound senior, Grant Lamont, also from Mapleton, Utah. He was a phenom coming out of high school, three-time state champion for Maple Mountain. He had some good wins as a collegiate athlete as well. He beat some top 10 ranked opponents in the country. John Van Brill of Rutgers and Griffin Perriott of Purdue, to name a couple. His little brother's now on the team, Taylor Lamont at 33s. He'll be joined on the mat by his family and extended family, his dad, Craig, and his grandparents, brothers and sisters.
Grant had an amazing career knocking off ranked opponents. In and out of our lineup, he had some injuries throughout his career here with UVU. Even this most recently knee injury that took him out of our lineup for his senior year here. So our heart goes out to him. It's never easy to lose your final year and lose it to injury, but we've been really grateful. The Lamont family, like Chasen just said, Taylor Lamont, his little brother, younger brother, outstanding addition to our team, and the Lamont family, very supportive and a great part of the wrestling community here in Utah.
A lot of these guys coming up next, Kimball Bastion, our 74-pounder, also from Mapleton, Utah. These guys graduated the same time. All three of them come into Utah Valley's program about the same time. They're all leaving about the same time.
Well, and the awesome thing about Kimball, he's had great seasons the last few years. National qualifier, currently ranked 9th. He's wrestled super tough this year. He's recorded 2 20-win seasons the last 2 years. He's a three-time Big 12 place winner. Again, we're excited to see what he's going to do this postseason. Obviously, the sky's the limit when we talk about where we want this to go, where we want him to go. We're talking nationally ranked. We want to see him place and or win Big 12, and then we're going to the national championships and earn that All-American honor. So Kimball's a huge hopeful for us in that category, 174 pounds. And then our only senior not to be from Mapleton tonight, coming up, our stud wrestler, Tanner Orndorff, 197 pounds. He's coming from Spokane, Washington. He was a state champion there, and I actually feel like Tanner continued to develop. Like a lot of guys will come into college and they fine-tune. I think Tanner made huge jumps even as he came into university wrestling here at Utah Valley. Huge wins, huge upsets throughout his entire career the last 2-3 years. His younger brother, Tate Orndorff, still on the team. So again, these families, it's so important to have these the support of families, the wrestling community here in Utah, and even we're talking about Spokane, Washington. it's an honor to have him on the squad, and he's been outstanding for us.
Yeah, it's awesome to have a good support group. For Tanner specifically, coming clear from Washington to come watch him wrestle tonight and chase him around the country as he follows his goals and chases those dreams. So
now he's had huge upset victories over opponents currently ranked 19th. We anticipate that he could make some noise at NCAA tournament as well.
Yeah, hopefully with this group of seniors, they all peak at the right time and put their name down in history books.
So he's joined by his parents, Dave and Amy, and his wife, Kinsley. Super excited to have all these great people in here. Again, Valentine's Day. Nothing says love like a little wrestling, right, Jason?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so our lineup tonight, ladies and gentlemen, again, we got Northern Colorado Bears coming into town. They're 2-6 in dual action, 1-4 in the Big 12. Now, UVU has had, a tough go with duels this year, 1-10, 0-7 in the Big 12. And I don't want to sound like a homer announcer, commentator, but our duels have been close. We've been against ranked opponents, tough opponents, and a lot of these duels are coming down to those tight matches, those close matches. Are we coming away with the victory in the ones that could go either way? And the answer has been we haven't found that little extra to have us win in those up-in-the-air matches. Where we're winning is we have those 4 ranked wrestlers, Utah Valley, 133, 190, 174, 197 in heavyweight. And so tonight's no different. Northern Colorado coming at us with six ranked wrestlers. We have 4, but I think we match up well, Chasen.
Yeah, Coach Troy Nickerson for Northern Colorado. He's really put together a good program. It's his 6th season. I remember wrestling Northern Colorado and shutting them out, 35-0, something like that. And he came in and really changed the program, turned it around. Now they have, like you said, 6 ranked wrestlers. They got guys looking to be All-Americans this year as well. But like you said, Sam, these have been close duels. 3 of the last 4 duels, we've won 5. The other team has won 5. But it boils down to bonus points, not giving up back points, not giving up pins, techs, majors. And then on our end, capitalizing off our wins and trying to rake in a few extra bonus points.
UVU's lineup is a little different tonight. Had some guys coming in and out of our lineup. We are going to start at 141 pounds. Kenalu Estrala, redshirt freshman from Hawaii. We're going to talk a little bit more about that, Jason. I want to know more about him. He's going up against Chris Sandoval or Brody Lamb of Northern Colorado.
Up next would be Cameron Hunsaker at 149, wrestling Andrew Alirez, number 10th in the country for Northern Colorado.
Tough, number 10 ranked wrestler, 157-pound, really awesome news. Transfer wrestler, Jed Lovelace, Utah native, coming back from University of Wyoming, transferred to Utah Valley. We thought he was sitting out. They worked out transfer details. So he's hitting our lineup tonight. Super excited to watch him go up against Jordan Robinson or Jimmy Fate.
65s, we got Coy Wilkinson, a staple in our lineup, wrestling number 31, Austin Matthews, a redshirt senior for Northern Colorado.
Our senior, number 9, ranked Kimball Bastion at 174 pounds. He's going to go up against Billy Higgins, redshirt freshman.
Ashton Seeley, 184 for Utah Valley, will be wrestling either number 23, Alan Clothier, a redshirt junior, or Javier Vasquez, a redshirt freshman for Northern Colorado.
We'll have a short little break in between this, 5 matches in, but at 197 pounds, stud senior wrestler, number 19th ranked Tanner Orndorff, going up against a number 20 ranked Jacob Seeley, a redshirt junior. That's going to be a good matchup. I think, again, when you got those close matches, what are we going to do when it gets tough, right? So
yeah, the teams match up real well. I mean, our ranked guys are wrestling their ranked guys. Another example is number 4, Tate Orndorff, heavyweight, wrestling either number 11, Dalton Robertson, or Robert Winters for Northern Colorado.
And then we come back around and we start back at 125 pounds. Josiah Nava, redshirt freshman, he's going to go up against Jace Kolizer.
And 33 is probably one of the most anticipated matches of the evening. It's number 11, Taylor Lamont, wrestling freshman for Northern Colorado, number 18, Moshe Schwartz.
It's going to be huge. So, I mean, right off the bat, when I look at this on paper, I see three massive matchups. We got number 19, Tanner Orndorff, going against number 20, Jacob Seeley, at 197 pounds. Then we got two ranked opponents at heavyweight, and then bam, right there, our last match of the night, Taylor Lamont going to take on Moshe Schwartz, number 18 ranked. Jason, this is going to be a good night.
Very excited.
Super exciting. Captains are out in the middle doing the pre-match handshake and coin toss to see who's going to get choice in these matchups.
Choice meaning that when the second round comes, the referee gives choice to one guy, and then he'll flip it the next match. He gives the choice to the other team. And we're off. 41s. Kainalu, Australia, wrestling for Utah Valley.
Quick takedown there.
Northern Colorado stepping into a bear hug.
Nice return to the mat. This tight waist seat belt right across his hip. You get good hand control like that and you get out.
Northern Colorado back in on the legs. Estrella does a little better job of defending there. Stall warning against Utah Valley.
Can't back out on the edge of the mat there, right, Jason?
Right, action was moving. Estrella might have thought he was in good position, but he backed straight off the mat.
This is the 20th. This is the 20th meeting between Utah Valley and Northern Colorado, which is kind of crazy to think about. UNC adding to their program, probably just about 20 years ago. In the series, Northern Colorado's just got us by a little 11-8. Uh-oh. Double underhook position here. Almost steps over and trips. Nice job there to defend and get an arm down in between the body.
Northern Colorado likes to go upper body a whole bunch here in this match. He's been in a bear hug, underhooks.
Nice reshot by Keilanu.
Estrella getting the takedown on the edge of the mat.
Nice job. That's a good reshot. You know, you got a guy that's pushing the pace forward, and what he does is a good job of taking that pressure coming forward, readjusting, and getting a shot in. So, nice takedown. Scores 3-2. UVU is up.
Halfway through the first round. Then Brody Lamb for Northern Colorado. He gets to his feet and gets the escape.
All right, we got it tied up. Underhook position, man. Lamb is just digging these in. Lamb's physique, nice, tall, lanky. Makes it hard to wrestle, right there, Jason?
Yeah, he gets those underhooks in, tries to get Estrella jacked up, overextended, and then he can go for some trips and for some throws there.
Change-ups. Estrella, far away double leg shot, but a lock in the crotch there. It's a 50-50 position here. He's got to keep his legs back. Lamb's got to step over one of those legs if he wants to get the takedown, but you lock in the crotch and you maybe hope, hips up, come up. Nice job. He's got his head pinned. Not a bad job. We got to grab the ankle.
Estrella wanting to keep his hips heavy here. Maybe look for a near ankle. He hips him over.
Hips him over. A nice takedown. Crowd goes crazy there. Got short time. We want to hold on to this, right?
Yeah, he's got that spiral right in. Drops to the legs.
Double that.
His time winds down.
Lamb does a good job to change his hips and get an escape right there. Kainalu Estrella doing a good job there, picking up those points. Unfortunately, that there was about 25 seconds left. We would have liked to have held on, keep Brody Lamb down. Second period, Lamb defers choice.
Estrella will choose bottom.
Estrella lines up. Grabs that hand control, puts it in the pocket. Nice escape. No time spent down there. Good job. Another faraway shot. I'm surprised how far away Lamb is shooting. It's easy to defend that. And again, this underhook. He's way exposed, but he likes those underhooks.
It seems like Lamb does a good job of getting his opponents jacked up, but Estrella with the reshot, he gets in on that low ankle and finishes there. Looks like he's gaining some momentum.
He is, big time. Lamb looks to have hit a ledge here.
Estrella, get that arm bar.
Oh, hang on, here we go. He's going to run this around. Got to really cinch that elbow into the side. Almost like a chicken wing. Got to pull it down to your side. But, man, Lamb doing a good job. Stands up to his feet. Another faraway shot. Really far away, like a lunging double. But, man, he gets in deep on this single leg here.
Might be relying a little too heavily on his length to get in on those legs without setting up the shot quite well enough.
Yeah, and that might work. Kainalu does a good job to defend it, down blocks and puts heavy hips on him. We're back to our feet. But I really like the changeup. He's been able to move Lamb just with these changeups. Forward pressure. You're going to want to shoot him out here. Another double under. He's very comfortable here.
Estrella doing a good job of keeping the pressure, so he has another opportunity to re-attack.
Oh, right to his back. This is big. We needed this.
Crowds on their feet. Chip.
And a fall. Fall at 141 pounds. Kainalu Estrella, Utah Valley University overcoming Brody Lamb. You know, those underhook positions, I kept thinking someone's going to get thrown here.
Yeah, they're dangerous. You don't really know in those matches who's going to get tossed. Chip comes out on top.
Nice job. That's the type of start that we won. And now we're up to 149 pounds. Cameron Hunsaker going up against tough, number 10 ranked, Andrew Alirez.
Alirez, one of the highly sought-after recruits. Wound up on Northern Colorado's roster. He's made waves this year. Hunsaker, though, super scrappy,
yeah,
awesome wrestler. He's got the length. We'll see what he can do here.
Both guys pulling down for that front headlock position. Oh, and pass by here. Cameron's got good pace, and I've enjoyed watching that. Okay, we got to try to stay inside, but you see Alirez, heavy shot here, and then a foot sweep. Hunsaker does a good job to keep his knees near his chest, so he's in a decent position to come back up here again. He's going to fight hand control. Alirez pulls him back, but we're back to our feet in a quad pod position. Legs come in. That's not. We know when that's coming. You got to really protect those legs.
Yeah, Hunsaker's going to want to get that leg out, drive his left hip to the mat, and get some of that pressure off of himself. Alirez doing a good job of really cranking on that. He's also got the far ankle.
Yeah, he's got a crossbody ride with a elbow hook, but then he also is pulling up on that far ankle as well. I mean, we're talking taking out every post position to keep a base. So Hunsaker's got to crawl forward, get his knee to the mat. Not a lot happening. I'm thinking ref might give us a fresh start here with a stalemate.
Hunsaker doing work, gets back to his base.
That's a good job there. Again, that elbow's hooked. I think that's why the ref's saying, hey, we're going to let this roll for a second because that far elbow is hooked. Ski out, ski position, trying to expose that hip, pull him over, but Hunsaker does a good job to hip down. Hunsaker gets warned for stalling. That's an interesting thing, you know, when you got parallel riding.
Yeah, the guy on top needs to get his hips off of Hunsaker's hips to show improvement, or else it would just be a stalemate in this position. It's been almost 2 minutes here.
You know, I look at the way a stalemate is usually called. It's just about improvement, right? And we haven't had a ton of it, but man, Hunsaker finally gets to his feet and breaks out. But a 2-on-1 position for Alirez. Okay, we got a 2-1 match. Short time, 20 seconds left. Got to wrestle tough here. Got to lower our level. Hunsaker's level's a little high. He's a little bit taller, lankier wrestler. Alirez, nice, short, squatty. He does a sweep single here. We got short time, 8 seconds that Cameron's got to hang on here. Defend, 4-foot sweep, and we're still wrestling though, nothing.
Ref says no points there towards the end of the round.
Both those times, man, Alirez, tough wrestler, sweeps his foot out all the way from under him. Both times land flat on his back.
Yeah, he's practiced that finish a time or two. Hunsaker now with his opportunity to put a right on.
Alirez immediately up to a quad pod and sits back. Hunsaker tough here. Iowa ride. Staying behind the elbows. It's important.
I know this is one position Hunsaker's been working on a lot in the wrestling room here in the practice facility at UVU.
The spiral ride or just a leg ride in general?
Yeah, he really runs tight on that spiral, gets that ankle lock or the Iowa ride out, and ref calls
a potentially dangerous for smacking him in the head.
Interesting call.
Wrestling, fist fight with rules.
Yeah.
Got some rules. Can't throw a punch, but man, nice heavy hands and really aggressive action here, both guys.
Alirez real heavy on that front head.
Alirez, a freshman, young wrestler, coming from Greeley, Colorado. We're down in this front headlock position. Hunsaker's doing a good job. Nice job isolating that underhook, pulling it out. Doesn't give anything up there. That's tough wrestling.
Yeah, Alirez had that go-to offense he used in the first period. Hasn't been able to get to it this round.
Another hands to the face.
One of the newer rules for the NCAA is hands to the face.
I felt like it was kind of, well, I thought hands to the face was kind of going both ways, but Hunsaker gets nabbed with it. Shot from the outside. Hunsaker gives that up right at the very last. Darn it. That's unfortunate. But it's our choice. Third period. Hunsaker chooses down. Those are those types of matches where or those type of situations where you're like, okay, it's short time. I just gave up a penalty point. You got to really wrestle tough all the way to that whistle, right, Jason?
Yeah, Coach Williams
Quick
showing a
stand
lot
up.
of faith in Hunsaker to escape off the whistle after being ridden majority of the first period.
Interesting little side note. Cameron Hunsaker's younger brother, they're right here from the Valley American Fork High School. Younger brother won a state championship yesterday for the Utah High School, I believe 5A, 6A state champion.
Hunsaker looking to create some action. Currently down 6-2, 7-2 with riding time. Needs some takedowns.
Yeah, we got to turn this up. Nice escape. And again, this front headlock. Alira's very comfortable here. You see how Hunsaker's chin pressed to his chest, neck's extended. That will wear out your back, your low back, your glutes, your legs. I mean, little by little, it really takes you out. 49 seconds left. Another sweep single. Alirez is great at that. He comes and ties up heavy with a hook on the collar tie and does a sweep to the outside. 3 times now he's scored that on Hunsaker.
Coach Nickerson has him cut Hunsaker, looking to scoop up some bonus points.
Hunsaker's got to keep his level low. Again, a touch blast double, but Hunsaker does a good job, pushes his face off. He's got to stomp that leg down and keep going. You can't see a crackback opportunity, but Hunsaker fights that off, and he's in an overhook position. He's got a win head position here. That's good. We got 10 seconds left. Nice job. Hunsaker goes, hey, got a hand. Oh, a nice low-level shot. We got to move to it now. He's got it shelved up. Man, a couple more seconds time, we might have had something special there, but Alirez holds off, gets a bonus point for riding time. 9-3 is the final score. Number 10 ranked Andrew Alirez overcomes Cameron Hunsaker.
Up next, Jed Lovelace, redshirt sophomore, back in the lineup.
Back in the lineup, good to have him.
He'll be wrestling Jimmy Fate, redshirt junior for Northern Colorado.
Redshirt junior with a record of 8-8, Jimmy Fate. And here for Utah Valley, redshirt sophomore with a record of 3-4, Jed Lovelace.
Lovelace, we're happy to have him back in the lineup. He comes from Payson, Utah. Again, a transfer from the University of Wyoming.
Fate does a good job with that takedown and immediately looks to put the leg in.
Oh, Granby roll. Nice smooth transition there. And again, back up to his feet. This is chain wrestling. We want to stay on the mat, but darn it, he gets lifted out. Lovelace, nice motion there. You always want to make sure that, hey, I might get put down, but I'm going to keep going forward. He lines up. 15 seconds riding time, 2:16 in the first still left to wrestle. Short sit position here for Jed. Another Granby. Wow, I got to be real. Jimmy Fate, nice job following, kind of lets that Granby roll happen right in front of him, but he hops right back on in a position. Legs come in. You know when that happens,
a lot
heavy
of that
pressure.
is being savvy on top and being able to read those Granby rolls
you
before
feel it.
They come.
Right, you feel it. Both times, though, really powerful. Like, I think you hit that on anyone else, Jed's going to get out and or get a nice turn on a guy. So, nice motion by Jed, but unfortunately not enough to get out. Jimmy Fate, tough on top here, leg ride, totally isolated. Lovelace's hip here, knees off the mat. Double legs come in now, flattens him out. Now you want to see, a ref's going to look, hey, is the position really moving forward? Jed's got to bring his knees together and get him through. Get him to the mat. Here we go.
Lovelace looks like he's got one leg out. Fighting that left hip to the mat. Looks like action goes out of bounds. And we'll get a fresh start back at the center.
First move's been pretty good so far, so we're going to look for him to fire up here. Fires up, quad pod position. Gets pulled back. That leg tries to come in, but Jed brings his hip in, blocks that out. Nice job. Sits him back. Again, tripod. Now we're up to our feet, fighting hands.
Good return there from Fate as he throws in that right leg right off the return.
What do you do, Chasen, when you got a guy that's just crushing you on those legs, keeping your knees off the mat? I mean, Fate has been unbelievably heavy here in this first period.
Yeah, he's super dominant with those legs coming in, but at a certain point, Lovelace needs to anticipate those and defend them before they actually get into fruition. A lot of times at this level, Sam, there's film watching and things that need to be done before the duels and before big tournaments, so you know what your guy's gonna come at you with, and prepare to defend that.
Iowa ride here with a wrist ride. Time expires. Rough first period. There was a quick takedown in the first, and the rest of the period, Lovelace got ridden out pretty hard.
Lovelace's choice. He'll choose neutral.
Okay, so we got to get going. We want to see some motion. Both guys, that pass by and takedown earlier made it look easy for Jimmy Fate. Nice fake there. Fate heavy pull there. Almost like a double leg shot, but ends up with a sweep outside, but then ends up getting his foot tripped out. Goes to his back, but quickly goes to his belly. Heel is caught. You can't keep that too long. Oh, but he's got a leg right over the top with the leg caught in between. He's going to pull Jed underneath. This is tough situation. Oh, nice job. Jed kicks his leg free. That looked like it was a situation that Jed was going to get turned in a tilt position.
Referee asking guys to go to work here. Stall warning on bottom.
Again, this leg ride. Fate super tough with this leg ride. On the other side, he's got that wrist right now. He's trying to sweep that out. Oh, nice clear of the legs.
Lovelace gets to his feet.
Nice job.
Escapes there. Escape here.
Fate sizing him up. We got 31 seconds.
A takedown towards the end of the period would put Lovelace back in the match.
Another, again, it's like, man, Fate hits this, it's almost like a double leg, but he ends up dropping to one side. It's kind of an interesting shot for an outside sweep single. But we got 9 seconds. Got to do something here. Fate back up to his feet. Lovelace with a deep underhook, but no head position.
Yeah, he had an opportunity there. So Fate gets in on a shot, not too deep. Lovelace has him in the front head, looking to bounce his head off the mat and get to an angle, but not a lot of movement there.
Yeah. Oh, we got Fate choosing neutral. Good for us, I think.
Well, he's got riding time locked in, and he's taken him down twice. He's probably assuming he'll get another takedown and put himself closer to the major decision.
Fate looking like his level's getting a little higher, especially when they tie up. So I think if Lovelace can stay inside and or have good fakes from the outside, that shot was okay. Gets his head pinned down. So he's got to choose a side and drive to it.
Yep, doesn't want to sit there.
Yeah, staying there is going to be no bueno, no good.
Comes back to his feet. Fate's got him in the front headlock.
All right, stalemate. Ref says let's get back in the middle here. .116, nice level changes. So he's got to, see that level come up. Now Lovelace's level is a little high.
Lovelace looking a little livelier.
Got to turn it on though. Got a minute left. Another double. Finishes with his head on the opposite side, but nice job. Got to cut him.
Coaches are saying cut him.
So 2 takedown. I wouldn't waste any time here. We got to go to it. Oh, and a cradle opportunity there.
Yeah.
That would have been sick.
Kind of baited him into standing up, and then.
But I think he's holding his wrist here. I think that's a stall.
Yeah, Fate clamps onto that wrist. He's fine with chilling the rest of the round there.
Okay, we got a stall warning. We got to go to work. We got to score 2 points here.
Crossface in.
Got 25 seconds to get a turn.
Fate still clamping onto that wrist.
I mean, that's stalling. Another crossface here.
10 seconds. He's doing everything he can to turn him, but man, Fate's doing a good job squaring up his hips, letting this time expire. Man, good match. Way to end with a riding time point at the end. It's a 2-point victory for Jimmy Fate of Northern Colorado. Brings the team score 6-6 as we head into our 165-pound match.
Coy Wilkinson stepping it up for the UVU Wolverines at 165. He'll wrestle a ranked opponent, number 31, Austin Matthews, who's in his final season of his career.
Coy right in the mix here. Quick fake and now hands on the head. Pulls down to a down block front headlock position. Oh, nice sweep outside. Picks it up. Dives under. Man,
Matthews
nice
does
scramble
a good
here.
job
But
scrambling.
He picks these up. Jed's got to keep getting these legs elevated. I got to be honest, Matthews, unbelievable scramble here. We got to keep moving.
Matthews even looking
All right,
to get
here we
a
go. We got
cradle.
a cradle right here.
Both guys getting cradles.
Wow, this is unbelievable. Scramble. Unbelievable. And no takedown.
No score off any of that.
Yeah, there's no way. There's no way. Well, referee says, hey, stalling, because it looked like he fled the mat. I think the only way for him to go was to swing out, and it was a pretty heavy scramble position. But I can't wait to go back and watch a replay of that, because that was almost a minute straight of scrambling. Guy's legs up, rolls. Nice shot again by
smacking it on that leg.
Again, a dive
and he
under.
reads the dive, this time a little better.
You got to elevate the leg here.
Got a fan's.
Fan's glasses came on the mat.
He's jumping too hard.
Coy's got to get elevate these legs. Got to sit up. Here we go. Nice job. He'll turn, get a takedown here.
That's two.
Nice job. Nice job. Okay, so he's on a wrist ride now.
He's got that arm actually almost barred.
Isolated that. Now he's barring up. Maybe let it go now. Nope. Kept a hold of it. Wow, this scramble has been awesome. Props to Austin Matthews. Ranked opponent. Super, super hard to take down. Very elusive hips.
Look at
going
Coy
for
try
lock
to
and
get
key
to that
here.
wrist there. He
There
gets
we
to
go.
the lock. He's got a good turn on.
This is awesome. He's got to keep
Watch him
this
crank
wrist.
this over.
Got to keep cranking, get chest to chest.
Notice with his left arm how he's got that neck also synced in tight.
What? I don't understand why you.
The ref stops the match because Wilkinson is bleeding. Looks like he scraped his face up a little bit on maybe the other guy's headgear.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it's blood that got pushed, like a bloody nose that got pushed up on his forehead, or if it's his forehead bleeding and coming down onto his nose. I'm telling you, Coy's putting it on him. That was an amazing turning position. If there was any way that he could have just wiped his nose off.
Oh, yeah. Fortunate for Matthews. He might have been toast.
That was a nice pinning combination.
Northern Colorado's trainer does a good job of giving him an extra breath or two. Comes out on the mat to wipe him some blood that I can't see.
Let's help him out. Let's make some noise.
Very convenient blood for Northern Colorado.
Okay, here we go. Coy's back on top, spiral ride. Iowa ride now. Again, man, Matthews has got great hips, even right there. Coy's got an Iowa ride, but the hip bump and Matthews actually puts his hips towards Coy, ends up not only just getting his hip out, but gets his head out, and now we're neutral.
Yep, Coy wound up getting a minute of riding time. Barely missed out on a pinning opportunity, but he's backing on the leg.
Watch these hips. I mean, this is unbelievable. Looks like Coy got hurt. That dive over, I think he rolled his ankle under. I'm telling you, Matthews, interesting style. But it looked like he might have rolled as that roll came over, and I think that's exactly what Matthews needed, man. He looked to be fading a little bit, and we're just still in the first period. But as he dove over the top, it looked like his ankle rolled over like a high ankle sprain. Trainers from Utah Valley do an awesome job for us. They're out there looking at Coy assessing. He looks to be in pain. He's tapping his toes.
Yeah, it's tough with those gamey opponents that do those roll-throughs and some funky stuff. You really got to protect yourself there.
We're going to go to a replay here in a second. We'll walk through kind of what's going on. So you see here, oh, yep, rolled ankle. That's exactly what happened. And that his toe was planted in the mat. And the bad part about that, if you watch, and it's, I think, I don't know if Matthews heard some crunch and pop, a little Rice Krispies action, or
Matthews knew when it happened. I saw him motion to his coaches. He said, "Oh yeah, it bent weird." And
watching that replay, you could definitely see, man, Coy does a good job. Gets a nice single leg. Matthews rolls up over the top, and they roll back, and Coy's toe gets caught in the mat. But it looks like he's going, hey, you know what? Just give me some extra support. We're going to tape this up. We're going to do our best to continue on here. That's wrestler grit right there. I don't care what you say. Coy obviously still in a little bit of pain. You can see him tapping his toe. Going to walk it a little bit.
Yeah, there's not a lot of athletes that get their ankle bent the wrong way and then just keep going.
Wrestlers do, man.
Wrestlers do.
Wrestlers do. Props to Coy. Coming back. We're back in action. 25 seconds left in the first period. And he lets him go here.
Matthews with a newfound vigor. Looks to get in on a shot. Coy's got that near ankle. Looking to circle here before time runs out. Time expires. That ankle looks tender. Seen better days.
I think this is a match that, you know, we're going to watch this unfold. But Coy, obviously, that ankle tender. You see even as they finish up there, he's just not as much drive off of it. And that's just one of those things that you get when you got a fresh injury, whether it's just a sprain or a strain. You can tell he's kind of not wanting to put a lot of weight on it.
Yeah, we're hoping that he can salvage the match, ideally come out with a win. But showing a lot of grit, not taking the L for the team early, and giving Colorado 6 points.
You know, you're exactly right. He also, again, the way that we started in that first period, catches this hurt ankle, pins it in between their bodies. Probably not a comfortable position.
Yeah, he's really taking advantage of that ankle. He won't come off of it.
Again, coming on it. You know, referees usually go, hey, you know what, you can't take that, hook it, and just lay on it. You got to actually use it. So 3 times in a row he does that, and, you know, our coaching staff's getting kind of on. Nice job, just a hip over, change over, and Coy gets an escape. I'm telling you, I don't know what it is. Matthews looks to just kind of, when we get into the match and it really gets into it, he looks like he hits a ledge, and we've seen that a couple times with Northern Colorado. Double leg shot straight on. Yeah. Coy's wrestling on 1 foot.
Matthews got his hands on his knees.
Another fake change here, heavy hands.
30 seconds left. No, riding time is not a factor. UVU down.
I think Coy can keep the pace. Look, man, Matthews super tired. When you get a guy tired like this, Chasen, I mean, your thoughts? Oh, man, that was a nice, you know, Coy came in kind of heavy and ends up giving up a 2-point fireman carry. Good that there's no back points. But, man, I think that's a situation where Coy could take somebody's exhaustion. It's tough because he's got 1 leg. But he could take that exhaustion and actually use it to his favor and get a takedown there the last of the second period. Unfortunately, it switches on us, but you know what?
Coaches and fans are furious. This match, we got Matthews sitting on the edge for dang near 30 seconds with no action going. on top of all the rest time he got for the injury default.
Yeah, it's kind of it's an interesting thing.
So
not sure what Matthews, maybe he's sick or something's going on.
It's incumbent on the ref to make sure the action keeps going. And he hasn't called one stall.
Another fireman opportunity here.
Yep, Coy does a better job this time and not letting that arm get sucked in too deep.
So now he's got to bounce that arm, bounce his elbow out here. You see how deep it is. Matthews has it clear up above. Now that's good job. Coy's cleared it. Another stalemate.
We'll call stale here. Hesitation coming back to the center.
Again, another shot. Got Coy run to that side. Coy, man, he had it. There was no defense at all. Matthews now hooks that leg.
Coaches say cut him, Coy.
Yeah, we gotta cut him out now.
We got stalling on bottom. He's just sitting there. That's two.
You gotta cut him.
Saying cut him again.
Man, this is you throw a challenge brick
in the middle of the mat.
How much break time is this guy gonna get this match?
This is an interesting thing. I don't know if Matthews, I mean, we both wrestled. You think, man, when you hit a wall like that, there's something going on, right?
Yeah, I don't know if he's sick or had a bad cut, but he has had some convenient breaks, to say the least. He's on his knee over there. We still got a minute left in this match. Coach Williams is no fool. He's explaining this to the head table and the referee. He's like, this is not a challenge. He's just trying to give his guy a break.
Man, fans coming out on Valentine's Day. They're amped.
Yeah, the house is packed. Showing Coy some support, push him through this injury. It looks like the call has not been changed. Coach Nickerson for Northern Colorado, super upset, and he won't get his challenge block back. We need some wrestling to happen here. Some confusion with the score, confusion with the call.
It's like
breaks for days.
I don't know if you can see this on online. If you're joining us on Flow or the WAC Digital Network or KSL over the top, it's like wild going on right now. It's the fans are going crazy. We're talking about the Coy nice front headlock position here. We're gonna reshot. Oh, a nice reshot there would have been nice. But we got stall on our side.
For a stall. It's pandemonium in here.
We got a stall warning, another overhook in front headlock position, but Matthews deep grabs that elbow deep and fights off that front headlock. Now
30
he
seconds.
Has an underhook. Shot from far away, 25 seconds.
Coy looking to circle here.
Okay, he beats one arm.
15.
Five seconds. Gotta run it. Matthews does just enough, man, to hold on. Not sure if he had a bad cut or what.
Crowd's booing.
Got to give props to Coy. End of the match score 9-7. But that's just, I think it's a tough indication. I mean, Coy comes out, wrestles tough, gets hurt. He pushes the action. There's so many stops. Matthews had all the time in the world to recover, probably 3 or 4 times between blood. We had him on his back, a huge opportunity to pin. Gets called blood. We get an injury.
Not a
try
fun
your best.
match.
But fun to watch. So props to both wrestlers. Austin Matthews comes away with the decision victory. Team score: UVU 6, Northern Colorado 9.
Hey, we got Kimball Bastion up, ranked 9th in the country. He's wrestling a redshirt freshman, Billy Higgins, from Northern Colorado.
So I think we have two matches that I think could have gone, I think Jed's, we could have gone, either way. I think this last one, Coy, man, that could have gone either way. This is one that we know we got to win. We want to win big, maybe get those bonus points. That way we really stay in the fight here. We want to come away with finish this season, this dual season, I should say, with a victory over a Big 12 opponent. UVU coming to the Big 12 a couple years ago, it's been huge, I think, for all the teams that have come in. I think it increases your visibility. I think that the competition that you wrestle against is high caliber. You're in a conference, a Big 12, with some real powerhouses in wrestling and nationally. And I think it kind of shows you where you're at. They do wrestling well, and I think we can follow suit. So it's good to be part of the Big 12.
Yeah, at first fans were apprehensive. We got some teams, Iowa State, Oklahoma.
West Virginia.
Yeah, these are some good teams that we go up against.
Oh, low-level shot. He's still got a kind of an outside here, but he gets blocked out. Kind of a redirect, kind of a pulls the head and goes for a double leg, but Kimball down blocks and blocks that out pretty easily. Kimball's got an inside block, but they come back up to their feet. Looks like Kimball might have had something there with some pressure, but fights it off.
Looks like Higgins might have got poked in the eye.
Yeah, it's no fun. Man, that last match, I can't get over it. It was good. I gotta give it. I mean, give it all you can, and not enough in the end though for Coy. Okay, we're back at action. Both wrestlers. Oh, nice heavy pull there to a shot.
Yeah,
right
gets the angle. Higgins, great job defending.
Okay,
Gets his hips back.
We got a bear hug though, so we can do something here. Pull to a side, isolate, move to one side, but he lets that bear hug go and goes, I'm just going to come back.
30 seconds left in the first period.
He's a good job, man. Kimball did a great job with a heavy hand pull, and then he swept to the outside. Sweet double leg, actually. Another low-level shot. That's great shot. 2 takedown with 10 seconds left.
It's one of those end-of-the-period scores that are super important to these matches. Looking to ride him out, not cut him before the period's over.
Coach Williams had some words for the ref. Just saying, hey, man, let's keep consistency here. Northern Colorado, Higgins chooses down in the second period. Kimball immediately into a spiral ride drape position here. Higgins just basically turns in, faces Kimball, gets an escape there. So we know Kimball's got some great firepower here. Nice change-ups. Oh, post shot, post high C there for Higgins. But no real commitment there.
Kimball in on that tie.
Another pull. You see these, man, Kimball's got some heavy pull. Pull guy right down to his knees.
Yeah, some good heavy hands and gets guys to his knees, or at least changes their head position, then cuts to the angles.
Another slide, both hands just kind of slide, heavy slide off. Higgins getting a fresh start. So we got another minute. We want to keep the action going here. We know Kimball's got that firepower, but Higgins doing his own good job himself as well. Oh, high C. High C. He was so darn deep. Higgins tried to maybe just pull up and maybe throw over, but
yeah, it
Kimball
was too late.
Pulled him straight down to his butt and ends up getting a nice takedown. Cross wrist. Watch how Kimball, everything covers. Hips cover, chest covers, even his head. You'll see his head cover on the head. I think that's when you see.
Stall from Northern Colorado.
Kimball coming over the top for this chicken wing. You see him come over the top on the chicken wing. He just basically muscles it in, but lets it go, darn it.
Well, time's almost up here. Third period. It'll be Green's choice. Kimball chooses bottom. So on paper, this is one of those matches that we're looking to capitalize off of. Get some bonus points on UVU side.
Well, we got to turn it up. I feel Kimball keeps matches close. I've always felt that. You'll see him. I think when he really gets into a flow, you'll see him really run a score up. But more often than not, I think our matches are really close, even tough, or even guys that, here we have a freshman going up against a very, very experienced wrestler here. Nice post, high C here.
Yeah, he got in deep.
He sits it back, but got to hook that foot.
He's looking to swim out that right side.
Got to push that knee off his head there. Okay, you want to keep this leg now. I say try to keep that split.
Coach Ethan Lofthouse trying to get the attention of Kimball, saying, "Hey, cut him here."
Minute left. We want to get that major decision. That's important to us.
Yeah, one more takedown. We'll put it there with riding time.
Ooh, low level, and then he tries. Oh, underhook to like a outside trip. But Kimball did a nice low level again, straight on. There's a stall.
That's the second stall, so point awarded. And he hits it this time. He actually made contact with that low ankle and secures the takedown with 26 seconds left.
Well, we can still do it. I mean, we got 23 seconds. We can get some turns or put them on. Kimball again, like heavy. You watch his position here, heavy. Entire head, chest, hips, legs, everything heavy on top. I think that's one thing that you see is seasoned wrestlers, they learn how to ride tough on top. They learn how to get off the bottom.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, the riding time point made the score 11-2. That's a major decision victory, which is big for us. That takes the team score, UVU 10, Northern Colorado 9.
Halfway through the duel.
We're halfway through. We got plenty of action left. We're going to go to a short intermission break. Actually, we're going to roll right through. Got too much excitement. We're not stopping.
Why stop now?
We're going to roll on up to 184 pounds. Ashton Seeley, sophomore, going up against number 23 ranked Alan Clothier.
Seeley, a redshirt sophomore.
Sweep single to the outside and just gather those legs together and immediately on top. Clothier in this spiral ride position. Hop sides and Ashton comes up to his feet. Nice job getting hand control and breaking out.
Both guys heavy hands. That collar tie.
Another sweep single, man. Clothier great with that sweep single, comes out the back door and ends up coming in and putting the takedown there, but Ashton immediately up to his feet, fighting those hands. He's got to keep, okay, nice job to keep his balance there.
Yeah, Seeley does a good job. That leg looked like it wanted to come in. He blocked it out and then got to his feet there.
Okay, so we're here. You know that sweep single's coming. You got to stay real light on your feet.
Yeah, maybe control his dominant hand, the one that gets to that sweep.
What comes out of this wrist position, both times it's come here. Seeley does a good job, breaks out, gets a fresh start. Hand fighting's another sweep attempt, but he circles away from it. Nice job, Ashton Seeley.
Seeley might be getting wise to that. Utah Valley looking to get some offense going.
Stutter step. Heavy hand, nice job with a fake. Nothing really comes of it. Both fighting for inside control there.
Seeley getting in on that Russian tie.
Russian tie with a post. This is a good opportunity for a double leg shot.
Yep, there's a couple finishes from here. Claudia does a good job of clearing it and gets in on that.
He does
not quite.
Well, he does a post to that sweep to the outside, and Ashton brought his elbow right down and just blocked him right out. Clothier with a vying for inside position. Both guys setting his feet. You can tell he wants to turn it up, get another shot to the sweep.
Stall warning against Utah Valley. Clothier got in on that. Seeley's looking to do a roll through.
He
gets his hips over and he's cranking that ankle. He's going to want to move his feet here.
That was very little time to call a stalemate. I thought they should have let him wrestle there. But we're back up on our feet. Ref says, let's get a fresh start. Short time, and time expires with 2 takedowns and 2 escapes. Northern Colorado's Alan Clothier up over Utah Valley's Ashton Seeley. Seeley chooses down in the second.
Rightfully so. I mean, he's escaped twice within 20 seconds.
Leg right comes in, but I don't think he got all the way in. Ashton brings his knees together to block it out. He's going to attack both hands to that one foot.
And it looks like he's isolated it and kicked it out. So
quad pod position, and he's going to get up to his feet here. Now the hand fight. You got to avoid getting returned. Ashton's tall, so good job,
you
Ashton.
You got to pick him up extra high to
You
return
do.
him.
When you got a tall wrestler and you're shorter, you got to really sink in and get that bind, and then isolate a hip, get low to lift him up. And Ashton's just so tall, he ends up going up to a tippy toe, not giving up, letting his weight come off the mat.
If Seeley's going to win this match, he's got to figure out some offense from his feet.
He does. A takedown here would be huge. You haven't seen a lot. He's been warned for stalling. Clothier's been the one that's really pushed the action. Lots of sweep singles to the outside. So now we got to see Ashton come forward with what he's got. Coach is yelling 1 minute. We've got a minute left here in the second period. Another sweep to the outside.
Seeley in this front head position. Opportunity to score here.
You know, one thing that I've noticed UVU tonight has done is they get in a front headlock position, and it's not a passive position, right, Chasen? Like, you get into it, what do you got to do? You can't just hang out on it.
Nope, you move there.
Oh, head throw. Oh, but he slips off. Head throw to a slip. Easy takedown for Clothier, but Ashton's right back up to his feet. Short time. We got to get an escape here.
Stall warning for pulling him off the mat. Seeley looking to score with 16 seconds left. Put himself within striking distance.
Both guys now warned for stalling.
That headlock with the slip, identical to what happened last duel. Seeley went for the headlock, had a slip.
Oh, switch here. Switch position here. That's 2. It's got to be 2. That's a reversal. Yeah, we're not sure why that wasn't called a reversal. If I can get my hips around and lock inside of his crotch, that should be a reversal, excuse me. So Coach Williams threw the challenge block. Referee's going to review the footage here, and we'll announce what they decide here in a second.
Referee coming to a conclusion.
Conclusion was no.
The referee says no reversal there. Says he never came on top. That's controversial.
I'll tell you, I'm not sure what is going on in Northern Colorado, where they're having bad cuts or whatever, but you see these guys, I feel like they hit a bit of a wall. Clothier does a good job, immediately stands up, hand control, and comes out. 7-3 is the score.
Riding time went the wrong direction for the first 12 seconds of the period.
There's 12 seconds off the clock.
Little discrepancy on the timing of riding time.
So, you having said, Northern Colorado, we've noticed a couple guys, get winded a little early. This duel seems to have an agenda with giving these guys a break.
Yeah. Here's my thing.
A lot of breaks in this duel.
Well, and I think we could both speak to this. When you wrestle, there's a flow you get into. There's a momentum that you start to create, and that starts from the second you step on the mat until the time you walk off the mat. And it's not always, flawless where you have no stoppage, no injury, no blood. Those things will happen, but man, this duel, there's been a lot of start and stops. Blood, we got injuries, we got challenges, we got discrepancies with time and riding time. So, you know what? The stopping and the pausing, for me, I was like, no, I want to, and I would focus on it. If I went out of bounds, I was immediately back, because I want to look at an opportunity to physically wear my opponent out. I want to break him physically, and by keeping a heavy pace or a quick pace, I give him no time to rest and or breathe, get his air back underneath him. I don't know if you felt that way too.
Yeah, every second your opponent gets to rest is another second they get some wind back in him, some energy.
Another straight on single leg.
Look at it, in on that left leg.
Ashton could push his hand below the knee, push his hand below his knee.
Looks like
keep
he's
that
got
whizzer.
It below the knee at this point.
Nice job.
Clothier looking to get that ankle.
Oh, he keeps the whizzer, but he twists around and gets that takedown. Nice job. 5-7.
So now we got Seeley looking to get a turn. 50 seconds left.
You got to get a turn. That's what coaches are saying. Clothier holding on to that wrist.
Seeley got that right leg in. Let's see if he can go to work with it.
Well, you got 30 seconds. You got to have a go-to to turn, right, Chasen?
Right.
Double leg in, power
he's
half
got
here.
Him grip down here. Sinking that half. Looks like he's got it in pretty deep. 15 seconds.
A lot of times if you come power half and they put their hip down, you can ski the other way and pull them under to like a jerk position. Time's rolling down. Stall again. That's going to be a 1 point awarded to Ashton. And man, this is what, again, these close matches. Ashton comes away with a 1 point loss. Final score 6-7. That's a decision victory for Alan Clothier, redshirt junior, number 23 ranked for Northern Colorado. Again, just breathing heavy.
You gotta wonder, I mean, these close matches that UVU winds up losing are also also the matches where there's all these stoppages and guys having breaks.
2 for sure. I think Coy's match and now Ashton's, without all the breaks, could we have put, you know, some physical dominance on these guys and moved forward and scored the victory?
Hey, looking forward to this match. Number 19 versus number 20. Tanner Orndorff versus Jacob Seeley.
Hey, this is Vasquez wrestling. Xavier Vasquez wrestling here at 97.
Correction. We had a 184-pound wrestler bump up. Number 20 ranked Jacob Seeley is going to sit this match out. So senior Tanner Orndorff, number 19 ranked, is going to go up against Xavier Vasquez.
That being said, this looks like another opportunity for UVU to capitalize on some bonus points. Got an unranked 84-pounder bumping up to wrestle Orndorff.
Freshman against a senior. What do you do when you know you got a guy that's young, Jason?
At this level, there's not a lot of looking over your opponents. You know, you can't really take anyone for granted. I say stick to the game plan. Push the pace. Get to your takedowns. Get to some turns.
Last duel against the Bison of North Dakota State. Both Orndorff brothers came away with big victories over ranked opponents. We were looking forward to that tonight, but again, change up in the lineup. Northern Colorado is interesting. Weighed in and announced almost 2 guys at nearly every weight here. Orndorff scores a nice takedown.
Yeah, he gets those long legs to the lock, and then he works his way up into that takedown.
113 in the flares
Good
those
return
hips.
right here at the edge.
Can't overlook your opponent, but nice takedown. We want to see, you know, where we can. We want to pick up bonus points. Caution, false start on Tanner. He's going to switch sides, line up on the opposite side.
Vasquez, good job getting to his feet off the whistle. Orndorff, great return.
Amazing. Nice pop. Flares the hips to the sides, comes right into a leg right here. Wrist
Got
right
that
on the
wrist
same
coming
side.
out. There we go.
Vasquez doing as much as he can to bring his knees up under him. Does a good job there.
This time he earns the escape point.
Oh, high C across the body.
30 seconds left. Looking for that end of the
Sweep
period
to the outside.
score.
Man, kind of hit on his hip. Another shot, another stall or a stall warning there.
Yeah, a lot of.
Okay, we're on the edge of the mat. 21 seconds. Going to look for. We want to stay in bounds and get his. Okay, the ref gives us the takedown.
10 seconds.
We're behind the elbows. Coaches from Northern Colorado say that there's no takedown.
I can't tell from here. It doesn't look like a takedown to me either. Coach Nickerson wanting to chat with the ref there. He's saying the same thing. He doesn't agree with the call. Coach Nickerson does not have a challenge block. Action should resume.
Blood time as well going on here. Vasquez with blood on his mouth. Tanner maybe has some on him too. Yeah, that was an interesting situation because Tanner had one position, but Vasquez technically still had a hold of his leg. From the way I looked at it, there wasn't a takedown, but Vasquez also was just holding on to it. He was not moving at all, and it was just a weird about 10 seconds in the match there where the ref called the takedown and Vasquez just laid on the leg, and Tanner kind of just had his ankle isolated and held it on to, so he didn't move position much at all either. Changeover, Vasquez tries a quick sit out there, but
Tanner doing a good job on top here.
Covering very, very well. Iowa Ride comes on. He's on the same side. Tanner does a good job. He rides on the same side. Iowa Ride one side, wrist ride or hand control on the same side, and real heavy all on right side of Vasquez's body right now.
Yeah, you have 3 periods of that wrist getting pulled out. You know, that wears on a guy. Tanner looking to turn. Vasquez not looking too lively here.
Yeah, not even, okay, does a good job to bring it back down. Now he's in this oh,
Gets
here
the
we
wrist
go.
out. This looks like a Coy Wilkinson situation.
Coy had, man, that was ops. Oh, that first period. I just can't get over it still. Had the key lock, I think it called key lock. And just, I mean, that's deadly. That lock was deadly. Okay, he comes over, front headlock position, but he comes to the outside, holds on to the ankle, covers back up, and again, we're back in a cradle position. We want to see him maybe drag him back in.
Yeah, there's 20 seconds left. If he can drag him back, well, he'll just turn him on the edge of the mat into the barrier there.
I would have tried the best I could to grab, to keep that cradle, tug him back in, and then do the same thing that he did, bull rush him over. Fortunately, we bull rush him out of bounds, and we lose that lock and that turn opportunity.
Yeah, the crowd's looking for another stall. I mean, there hasn't been a lot of motion on.
I'm not sure what today is. It's Valentine's Day, and I don't know if it's funky. This is a funky match, man.
Mercury's in retrograde or something.
Something's going on. The stars are aligning in a weird way. Orndorff finishes up that second period on top.
He chooses neutral going into the third. Coach Williams says, why didn't you choose down? He says, I don't know. Go neutral. But he's on him.
Well, Vasquez has been warned for stalling a sweep single the outside.
As he doesn't,
There he goes, 2 takedown. We want to do it again. Okay, here we go. Tanner, I've always said this, Tanner's like just mauls his guys in the second, third periods. That's another. He jumps out of bounds.
I know he got dinged that time, but this is pretty obvious.
Well, yeah, and here's my thing too. When you're on the edge of the mat, it's like he's got to go one way and he has to go out, so he flees the mat, you know? Another sweep single.
Tanner looking to get that score up.
Tanner does this a lot, I'm telling you. Puts it on, and then that third period, he just crushes guys with his pace.
I mean, he's got over 3 minutes of riding time. Almost completely releases the pressure. Vasquez doesn't move.
Vasquez is literally laying there, holding the wrist. I don't know why and how.
Crowd calling for another stall.
Escape by Vasquez. Gets let go. Tanner keeping it going. Vasquez is diving in. I mean, I'm not sure what's going on with Northern Colorado. I don't want to sound bad either. I'm not trying to be bad, like critical. But they die. Their guys are dying in the second, third periods.
Hey, we got 20 seconds left. Vasquez slow to return.
Breathing heavy.
Orndorff locked in the major. Looking to get a turn before time runs out.
Yeah, we want that going to this front headlock. Oh, now we got to get a takedown. Wow. So he puts it on, 4 minutes of riding time. That's a point for us. Final score, 14-4. Tanner Orndorff just literally turning it on.
I mean, he clocked 6 takedowns in that match.
4 of which came in the third period.
Impressive.
Major decision victory makes the team score 14-12. Nice job, Tanner Orndorff.
Hey, as we go into this final stretch, we got a big matchup at heavyweight.
No, this one's huge. Fourth ranked Tate Orndorff, brother to Tanner Orndorff.
He's wrestling Robert Winters.
Oh, he's going to give us Robert Winters.
Yep. So not a ranked matchup. Northern Colorado wrestling Robert Winters.
Well, you look at this. Not sure if we're coming into the last couple weeks of the season, and even like with Coy's match, he tweaks his ankle. You want to keep everybody healthy, and I think when you got ranked opponents, hopefully you're always putting your best team out there. But 2 ranked opponents there at 197 pounds, number 20 ranked Jacob Seeley, and now here at heavyweight, number 11th ranked Dalton Roberts are not in the lineup for Northern Colorado.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. Coach Nickerson's a wise coach, and I'm sure he has a game plan and a rhyme to his reason. Not to mention they have another duel this weekend.
Yep.
So they're on a road trip. This is their first match.
They're going to Wyoming, I believe, after this.
Wyoming or North Dakota, I can't remember. But yeah, they have another match, and so they might be having guys split duels or split matches, and then Big 12s is coming down the pike as well. So there's a lot of things. Maybe they're just scoping out the opponents before the big tournament.
Tate got hit in the mouth there, so he kind of took a second. Referee let him get his wits about him. We're back in action. Tate really comfortable in this underhook position, underhooks and overhooks. He changes well and shoots well out of them.
Yeah, Orndorff with a Greco-Roman background. Like to see him get into his body lock.
You see both these guys, you get to heavyweight and the pressure that they create. Both guys, like literally, you see them pressing with their legs, leaning into each other. Creating that pressure. Both guys kind of feeling each other out. No real action here. Another underhook position. Tate loves this underhook with a body lock, overhook body lock. Oh, steps in and tries to throw it, but slips off, and he's right back into it again. He's got that pressure on the edge of the mat, and you got to ask yourselves, what's the ref got to do to get these guys to circle in, get Winters to circle in?
"15 seconds in the period."
End of the first, no points scored. Both guys, good position. Tate really digging those underhooks. Winters does a good job to avoid being thrown. Second period, Winters chooses down. Robert Winters, a junior, redshirt junior. False start, we get a fresh lineup. Tate on top. Quad pod position for Winters. Comes up to his feet. He's got fighting for hand control, but Tate does a great job here. I've seen this before where he ends up coming to a body lock, tips him down.
Yeah, that's a good return. So he scoops the leg.
Makes him think you're going to either pick it up or run it down.
And then winds up just going to his body lock there.
I've seen him turn guys there too, where he body locks and ends up turning them.
That one looked close. He kind of landed
kind of landed on his side, on his hip, but it was able to adjust and get to his belly. Tanner now out on this wrist ride to the same side, Iowa ride as well, or hooking that leg a little bit. We want to see him come out to the side here, pull that hand 2-on-1. Tried to go to it, but Winter's hips come up, so you want to bump him back down. Hooks that back ankle. Here we go. Nice job bumping him down, flattening those hips out. Blocks the wrist. Blocks that wrist.
Tate gonna want to elevate there.
Elevates to a leg ride.
Yep, and he winds up getting a pretty, loses it.
Pretty good. You saw how Winter's hips start turning. He was able to really fight down and avoid it.
Tate back on that ankle lock with his right leg. He's got a lot of pressure going forward, looking to dig that wrist out. So time winds down. Orndorff winds up riding him for 2 minutes. No stall.
Yeah. This is an interesting match. So 2 minutes or Tate does a good job riding 2 minutes. Third period, no score. Tate chooses down. I think we're right on the precipice of seeing something awesome come, turns or throws, but nothing really came to fruition. Winter's fighting tough, keeping good position, not giving anything up to Tate Orndorff.
Tate to his feet, turns and faces. First point of the match puts UVU up 1-0, and he gets in. We're seeing a lot more movement this third period.
Well, you'll see. We don't know if Winters is having a similar thing where he's hitting that wall, but Tate keeps a good pace, like his brother Tanner, as we hit into the third period. Here he goes, this underhook over the body lock.
Yep. He does well here. He's looking at his coaches. He's got to wait for that pressure to be pushing back into him before he can do anything.
Another stall warning.
No pressure means stall from red.
We saw that a lot in the first period. We might have thought that we might have got that stall warning in the first.
Or the second. Better late than never.
That's true.
Tate dangerous there.
Yeah, he's got a nice foot sweep trip that he does out of that body lock. You'll see him do it out of Russian tie as well.
Time winding down, 30 seconds left in the final period.
Heavy pull by Winters there.
Yeah. Some
25 seconds. Well, when the match is close, I mean, you got the number 4 ranked guy in the country. You got nothing to lose. You got to go for it.
Yeah, you're down by a point.
Winters, nice job. He's changing it up. He's trying everything he can to dig that underhook.
Yep.
Fake there by Tanner, or excuse me, Tate.
Tate does a good job. I think Winters came in with a pretty good game plan, kept the match very close.
With a riding time point, it's a 2-0 victory. Tate Orndorff coming up over, again, redshirt junior, Robert Winters. So our team score with that 3-point decision victory, UVU 17, Northern Colorado 12.
A win from Utah Valley here will seal the duel.
So we come back around. We started at 141 pounds. We're back around to 125. Our little guys, Josiah Nava, wrestling tough. I like his pace. I like his scrappiness. Really quick and explosive. He's one. I've seen he doesn't keep that pace into the third, and so I know that he's been working on that. I've talked to some of the guys that you obviously want to make sure that you stay consistent through the whole match. He's going up against Jace Colzer, redshirt freshman. So you got two young wrestlers, both freshmen. This is a match that it means a lot when UVU can win these. Hey, this could go either way, right?
Yeah, on paper, Colzer with a little bit better record, but it's anybody's match. Colzer in on the leg. Nava sinks to that far ankle.
Scramble position. Both guys with a single leg off the mat. This is awesome. Still no takedown. Nava, great job.
Colzer, great job.
Man, Colzer ends up finishing that out really, really strong. That's not very often you see two guys, both with a single leg, both with a collar tie, on one leg defending.
Yeah.
That's one I would love to see, watch the replay. Tonight's been awesome. There's been great wrestling tonight.
Colzer looks to be pretty dominant here on top. He's got that head in the armpit, looking to rake that right arm back into this arm bar. He seeks it, but it's not too deep.
Nava just little by little crawling that hand forward. The pressure comes off that arm bar.
Clears that, gets to his feet. Colzer does a good return there.
Okay. Goes to a switch, but comes back. Doesn't keep that chain wrestle going.
Yeah, I noticed that in the first exchange. Nava sits out, and he gets on his butt, and he does a sit, and then action kind of stopped there.
Got to keep it going.
What's the difference between scoring and not?
Nava again, nice job into Peterson. He comes out with hand control.
Colzer's headgear here.
Colzer's headgear slips off. Nava, nice job. That motion was just enough to get out.
UVU coaches saying, hey, push the pace. This guy's going to gas.
Both guys wrestling super low. Love the pace and the level that little guys, 125 pounders, wrestle with.
Yeah, it's quite the change coming from heavyweight to 125, back-to-back matches.
Sweep, nothing really even touched there, but hip sprawl from Colzer. 4 seconds left. Colzer's choice in the second period, and he chooses down. 1-2, UVU 1, Nava 1, Colzer 2. Riding time is in effect. There was about 1:15 that he put on us where he kept us down.
Nava looking to whittle that back down.
Nava does a good job to suck those hips back.
He's got that cross wrist, which is awesome for returns, awesome for tilts.
Lifting.
Looking to lift
straight
there.
up and straight down, and that gave Colzer the amount of time to really isolate one hand and turn out and face.
Riding time back below a minute at 58 seconds.
Good position by both wrestlers here, wrestling right in the middle of the mat. Nice low level fakes and hand fighting going on. Pull down to a front. Oh, far high C. Nava gives away that hip and an easy go behind for Jace Colzer of Northern Colorado.
Colzer putting on that same ride we've seen earlier. Head in the armpit, isolate that arm, looking to bar it up there. Nava might have been a little too slow on that read. Same thing, he's going to want to wiggle that wrist out, crawl his hand forward, and get some pressure off of that bar.
This cross body, tight waist up, this tilt opportunity, not a great position for Nava to be in, but very well executed. It's a tight seatbelt, tight waist, comes across, gets the cross wrist with an arm bar, and man, that is an easy way to score a 4-point near fall.
Short time here.
Another near fall opportunity. It's racking up the score. Time expires. Nava does a good job to adjust and only gives up a two-point near fall.
That was a big round for Northern Colorado.
That's huge. I've said this before with the rule change that the NCAA put into place 2 seasons ago with a 4-point near fall being awarded for a 5 count. A guy that's good at tilting, Jason, can run a score up extremely fast. I mean, think about it. You tilt a guy twice with a takedown, you're already in the realm that you're going to be tech falling a guy in the next round, right?
Yeah, I think it's healthy for the sport. It makes it more exciting. There's guys working a lot harder for turns.
Nava in on this sweep single, but a heavy whizzer by Colzer. He's got to shelf it up, pick it up, and do his best to get his shoulder free here.
Yep, Colzer looking just probably to get a stalemate.
He keeps driving to it, steps behind it.
Steps over.
Shelving it requires him, near or stalemate position. Referee says let's get a restart. Oh, peek out shot there, and a reshot, and then another reshot. That's good wrestling, both guys. Colzer does a good job to put it on him.
That's kind of been the theme. Colzer's been capitalizing off of those shots. He's been getting in on some good reshots, go behinds.
We don't want to turn here because we want to avoid those bonus points.
Come on, Nava, get up!
35 seconds. Nava doing his best to get his knee to the mat. Colzer really good with a blanket ride here. He's done a great job for tilt positions. Scored 6 points just in near fall tilt points last period. 15 seconds left. He's going to this bread and butter, which is a tight waist. A tight waist.
On Nava.
He bucks it off and ends up coming around and getting his knees up, but then gets flattened out again by Colzer.
Colzer really working for that turn. That would have been the difference between a tech and a major.
So he comes away with a major decision. It's a 4-point victory, which brings the team score UVU 17, Northern Colorado 16. So here's the deal. Coming into the last match, marquee matchup of the night.
Duels on the line.
Duels on the line. 1 point. UVU's edging out University of Northern Colorado by 1 point. So whoever wins this match here wins the duel.
Moshe Schwartz coming in hot. Right off the whistle almost. Gets in on that low ankle. Lamont, great job of defending here.
We're out of bounds. I don't get that.
Yeah, but like we had 4 feet out
everybody was out of bounds. I don't get that, man.
Yeah,
If you watch this replay, the referee, they say what keeps a wrestler in bound is that they have at least, between the two wrestlers, you have at least one supporting point. And I don't know why the ref didn't have us wrestling there.
Yeah, it was every supporting point was out, at least from where I could see.
No, it definitely was. That reshot came out of bounds, but a takedown is scored. Nice job by Moshe Schwartz.
Taylor, quick off that whistle.
Isolate this leg. He's going to pull that up over his head and or isolate it, but no. Tweaked his knee a little, Schwartz.
That hurt a little bit. Might have been a good stoppage before a knee got injured.
Covering on top. Lamont keeping legs out. You could tell, I think he knows that legs are a factor here for Schwartz. So he's keeping his knees relatively close together.
Yep,
looking
Schwartz
to block
looking
that
for
out.
Another angle locks up a cradle.
Cradle and trying to throw the legs, but Lamont knows what's going on. Got to fight this lock. He's doing a good job just kind of keeping a base, staying really wide.
Yeah, I think the cradle was more of a decoy.
Abandons it, yeah. What an interesting flurry there. Lamont isolates a hand and stands up. That flurry right there in the beginning, I was giving props to Lamont doing what it took to take a really, really precarious situation where he got, Schwartz hits a sweep single, picks it up, legs off the mat, fights it out, and that reshot by Schwartz gets the takedown. But now we're back both on our feet. Let's see what
Lamont
Taylor's
in
hands.
really good position.
Right.
He keeps his hands low. His hand fighting is next level. Hand fought a lot of guys in the room over the years, and Lamont's got some really good hands.
Isolated, shelf it up. You want to see him drag this in. You don't want it to go out of bounds, so see him drag it in here. Step over this outside, perhaps. See how he's trying to reach for it.
Schwartz doing a good job of keeping that far leg away.
Double leg finish out of bounds here. Nice job by Lamont right there on the edge of the mat.
Schwartz looking to get out. And he does. Action will resume over here.
Forward somersault roll. I love the athleticism. Tonight's been awesome. It's been a funk, like they call guys that scramble and do really interesting, unique moves, funk. It's been a funky night for sure. Both sides, University of Northern Colorado and Utah Valley. Ooh, low-level shot.
Same shot he hit in the beginning. He just gets that really low level and sneaks to that low ankle.
Heavy whizzer here. Lamont also attacking the
knee.
Both wrestlers have a leg here. Lamont going 2-1, scrambling here. He's got his foot. He's going to keep this foot. I don't know how you could call that because he's got his foot in front of him. But no challenge block there.
So no challenge block puts Coach Williams in a tough situation. He's like, hey, that's not 2 points. I have seen some very controversial calls this evening.
It's been an interesting night. Again, just kind of interesting.
Now Coach Nickerson has some words with the referee.
You know, Taylor has great position. He's low. His hands are close to the mat, and even with that, Schwartz, beautiful low levels. Caution on Schwartz.
Schwartz has that longer frame we were talking about. He can get to some of those things quickly. He's got to return it. Taylor Lamont saying, hey, he's been locking his hands. Coaches say, hey, you focus on wrestling.
Yep. Still anybody's match here. High C and a double leg takedown right out
that's
the
some
head
good
side.
action there. Taylor does a good job of keeping his feet in, of whittle that riding time back down, and he's regained the lead here.
Schwartz down now. Resetting here in the second period. 1:26 on the clock. Lamont to the outside with an ankle ride. Schwartz stands and faces. 6-6.
Match tied up.
Look how low Taylor's getting here again, keeping a hand on the mat.
Yeah, he's got to stay low if he's not trying to get that low ankle hit on him again.
Super tough to jump up under. Like Taylor has a high C, and guys try to pass that. Nice double leg, or kind of a snap down, go behind, and he's got him exposed. We want this right here.
Yeah, I think he's got a good position. Close to the edge of the mat, though. Not where we want to have it.
Oh, stack opportunity. Schwartz head
Taylor's
hits down.
got some momentum now, so he's figured out that low ankle. He's the one controlling the edge of the mat.
Yeah, he's doing a great job. Right on the edge, Schwartz's head gets buried in the mat, and Lamont just literally plants his hand on the back of his head and bumps him up over the top, almost takes him to a stack position.
Taylor doing a good job riding now.
Oh, a jump over here.
He reads
Taylor
it.
jumps over, but we got to be careful here not to give. Oh, wowzers! That's some funky wrestling. Both guys. 25 seconds. Taylor, high C, double leg, finish. That's
He's
3
hit that
takedowns.
very well well this evening. Looking to ride him out the rest of the period. That'll be it for the second period.
Good job by Taylor Lamont finishing that out. Flurry there. Schwartz hits a nice roll through.
Schwartz looking real slow coming back to the center. This is what we've seen this evening.
You know, the one that impressed me was our 125-pounder from University of Northern Colorado, Jace Colzert. His pace was nice. He looked fresh even through the third period.
Taylor up by 3 points. Looking to put a ride on and hopefully a good turn. He's been in some good positions. He sneaks that left leg in.
Leg right here. Knee off the mat. It's a dead giveaway, and these hips are starting to turn. You see this.
Yep.
Power half here. Schwartz does a good job to, and we got a pinning combination here. Isolates this in a.
He is cranking on that.
I'm not sure why.
It's legal though. The ref says, hey, potentially dangerous, but it looks
the shoulder was just back. It wasn't being tweaked up or out. I'm really, really curious why he called that. Taylor's got more. Big lift, trips down, goes to the side in a spiral, bumps him forward. Keep him behind those hips, elevates one leg, a dive under. There's a scramble going on here. Taylor's got to elevate, but he gives up a reversal. And an escape. So that reversal and escape brought the match close.
Hey, minute left in the third period. Riding time not a factor at this point. Lamont up 11-9. And it looks like his pace is doing fine.
He's moving forward. Taylor really, really strong here.
And backing on that high C.
Got his legs. And then he calls him out. Interesting.
It looks like he can get to the high C at will, that lefty high C. 30 seconds left. There's a stall warning on Schwartz.
Schwartz got hit that stall right on the edge, and Taylor then hit that high C. Schwartz mouth open, faces purple, looking real tired. Straight double leg shot, but Taylor down blocks, deep underhook. You got to elevate and go to that side right there. It's pretty high open.
Schwartz looking to peek out. He did a good sit there. Taylor in front position though.
He's got a really unique double underhook.
Short time, 5 seconds. Backing on the leg. And he'll wait it out. That's it.
Taylor Lamont coming away with a big victory, not just for himself, overcoming number 18th ranked Moshe Schwartz, but also securing the victory and securing the win for Utah Valley University.
Final score, Utah Valley University 20, Northern Colorado 16. It's a wild evening of wrestling.
Ladies and gentlemen, stay with us. The duel is over, but we're going to have Coach Williams join us for a short interview.
The path to true success is achieved through determination.
With the goal!
Determination to grow, to push through, and to finish. Utah Valley student athletes strive for these qualities. UVU student athletes need your support from the community, their peers, and their families to achieve this growth and success in life.
Has an opportunity laid down, and there it is! A dive into third base.
Support from donors like you makes a significant impact on the lives of more than 370 Wolverine student athletes. The General Athletic Scholarship Fund will help our student athletes be successful in the classroom, on the field, and in life. Please support our student athletes with a personal donation and watch these men and women grow now into the future.
All right, we are back at Utah Valley University in Lockhart Arena. I am joined here with head coach Greg Williams. Thank you for joining us.
Oh, happy to.
This is a big night because we've had a rough duel go this year. Not rough in that we're getting slammed and totally beat down. All of them have been close except for one. We get a win tonight. That means a lot kind of running into as we come into postseason. But what are your thoughts from tonight?
You know, when we knew that we were losing some of our guys for the season, you know, we knew that there'd be some guys that would step in our lineup that we're going to have to learn on the fly. You know, it's all been about progressing, having our ranked guys continue to progress and be ready for postseason. Try to get some of our guys that were doing pretty well and felt like they're getting closer with, like Cameron, Hunziker. You know, there were some good things that we've been seeing the last few matches, and we've been real happy with that. You know, injuries happen. It happens to everybody. So, you know, we are what we are. And I was really, really pleased the last couple matches with the way some of our guys were fighting. Tonight, Chip, you know, steps in. And I'll tell you what, I mean, we've been talking about championship attitude, you know, for the last 2 weeks especially because we didn't have everybody showing that in the things that they're doing in every decision, right? At home, how they eat, you know, how just I mean, they work hard in the room, but even that, not efficient enough. So, you know, having Chip go out there and, you know, being kind of handled early, but he just fought. He had a championship attitude through that match and got the guy tired and was able to get a pin for us. And I'm super happy for him. And, you know, our guys are progressing. And, again, postseason's where it counts. We don't, you know, the dual matches are great, and that's good to be able to get matchups that the crowd can enjoy and matchups, you know, where we're increasing our ranking. Those are big matches. Huge. And so, you know, we're excited about those. We're excited about the kind of schedules, you know, that we've been able to put together and wrestle the types of teams that we have. And so, you know, this was great, you know, to get a win. But it doesn't change anything as far as what we're about and what we're working towards. Right.
Tonight was a little funky. Had some interesting calls, just a lot of scramble wrestling. That's always exciting to see. One other question. We're heading into we're final duel tonight. We're heading into our regional, Big 12 coming up in Oklahoma, and then nationals. I heard what you said. You got that championship mentality. Yeah. What else would you share with us about what we're doing to prepare for that?
Well, you know, we got 2 more duels. We go on the road next week, wrestle Ohio, West Virginia. There's a couple of things we'll work on. We're mostly focusing on things that, you know, individually. There are some things that you work on, you know, up till mid-January maybe that are team things. But we're working really individually right now, and just we'll have them ready.
All right. Coach, thank you for joining us. You heard it. Championship mentality. That's what UVU is going into this postseason. 2 more duels. They're both away. Greg, thanks for joining us.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks, everybody, for tuning in.